Hello and welcome everyone to a new YouTube video here on my channel. Today we have a special guest. We have Krowz here, and yeah, say hi, Krowz.
Hey everyone.
This is Krow's Dimir list, and he won a tournament with it. And yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. As you all know, I'm a fan of Dimir. I'm a fan of control decks. I like to draw and say go, and this is a deck that definitely does this. So, what was your core ideas when you built this deck?
Okay, so at first I was actually playing Izzet Control, which was a bad deck, but people kept telling me that I should just play Dimir, and I definitely saw a lot of potential with Graven Lore, so I just wanted to try to fit that in whatever shell I thought was best, and I don't know, this looked like the best way to do it, so I just ended up here coincidentally.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it as well, like Dimir, and I was not sure how I should fit Graven Lore, so I went with the Gatwick version and had my success there, but I do like the Graven Lore version because it gives you more of that Urgo scenario, right? Because you draw like so many cards with it, it's insane.
I mean, yeah, we just want to be as flash, as possible with this deck. You want to
Yeah.
plan your opponent's turn as much as possible.
Yeah, and since you play Graven Lore, you're forced to play some Snow. It's not 100% required to play Snow, but it's basically just for this one card, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is the only card that scales off of Snow, and I was actually at first I had the dual Snow lands, but I
Hmm.
quickly realized that those are actually probably not good enough just
Yep.
from being tap lands.
Yeah, you don't want to have too many tap lands, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes. I think the hardest part in a Dimir list right now is how to handle the counters and the removal. Which removal do you use? Which counter do you use? Right. That's like the skill I would say in building a Dimir list. I see you opted for three negates main and the four saw it coming. Why those counters?
Okay, so I think we can kind of understand at this point that Foretell is a really strong mechanic
Yeah.
because it dodges discard. It creates like a question mark in your opponent's head, right?
Yeah.
They have to ask themselves whether it's going to be the draw or the counter. So
Yep.
obviously, saw it coming is going to be like a no-brainer. I think that's just what we want to do with Multiverse. It just has high synergy with the deck. It also
Yeah.
has very high synergy with the clock as well,
Yeah.
surprisingly,
Yeah.
because you can just
Yeah.
hit midnight there and then draw 7, and you still have your Slot coming or Multiverse in the
Yeah.
Foretell zone.
Exactly.
Negate, on the other hand, is just probably the most efficient. I mean, it is the most efficient non-creature counter,
Yep.
and right now in this meta, most of the threats are going to be non-creatures, so we
Mm-hmm.
just choose to play 3 of those in the main.
Yeah. Especially you can easy play the negates if you have a lot of removal, right? If it's a creature, then I mean like, well, I have other ways to deal with it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, here we see a split of the Extinction Event and Shadow's Verdict. Um, why the 2-2 split here?
Okay, so yeah, I see a lot of people usually just going for Extinction Event because it's cheaper mana cost and more
Uh-huh.
efficient on like a range of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just having that one card that totally destroys your opponent is definitely worth having. And Shadow's Verdict, like most of the aggro decks are being played, are extremely vulnerable to
Yep.
that kind of full sweep plus exile. So
Mm-hmm.
it just does so much that it's definitely worth having the split. Also, in open decklist, people have to ask themselves whether you have one or the other. They can't just assume that you have one, right?
Yeah, in open decklist, this is definitely something that makes total sense. But yeah, as you said, I think Shadow's Verdict hits right now most creatures of the aggro decks except maybe Toski itself.
Yeah, there's Toski and like Torbrand for
And
red, but
Torbran, yeah.
very few amounts of
It's not a
creatures.
lot.
And
Yeah.
no creatures you can just handle with, spot
Yeah.
removal, right?
Most of the decks they play like creatures up to 3, and then on 4 they try to play something powerful like a retreat or a showdown.
Yep.
And that's yeah. So Shadow's Verdict definitely seems like the way to go. I think creature decks are basically forced to do that because of Sultai, right? They have to be fast.
Yeah,
So
they have to be really fast too.
yeah,
So we can
which
kind of
is
attack that as well.
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I understand the 2-2 here. And yeah, I think Shadow's Verdict's in a great spot right now. For the card draw, you also have to for Behold the Multiverse. It's probably one of the best card draw spells we saw in a while.
Yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, this card is I mean, with Graven Lore, it's really pushed the deck to a level of card quality and card advantage
Yeah.
that's really, really, really insane. And that's kind of why the deck's viable in the first place.
Yeah.
Just consistency and card advantage.
Yeah, I'm a fan of those cards. Like this card, Behold the Multiverse, one of my favorite cards of Kaldheim. It's so good. Like
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really good.
incredible strong. I also see you have the Midnight Clock here. I think it fits perfect in a deck like this because if there's a scenario and you not manage to card advantage on your side, right, with your cards in the deck and you have to go 1-for-1 removal and counter, this gives all the cards back at one point. It's just amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's truly amazing. I think people are starting to realize that Clock is an actual, insane card in the right shell.
Yep.
And it's been overperforming for me like nonstop in most of my games, whether it be just for the extra mana or the actual effect of shuffling and drawing 7. So
yeah, it's a threat. It's literally a threat.
Yeah,
like
amazing.
Drawing 7 cards and you don't even have to pay something sometimes, right? Because you don't have to put the card. It's so huge. Like draw 7 for 0 seems pretty good to me.
Yep, it's just really. I don't know. It's been amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just
and it works great against rogues as well, right? I mean, naturally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, that's the second reason, I guess. It's just that. I mean, on ladder especially, people will not expect you to have a clock, and they might play an aggressive line where they tap out, and then you play the clock, and then they immediately lose the game. So
yeah, that's not what they want to see as a rogue. Oh no, yeah, you have no answer in main at least. Probably not even side except bounce, but
I don't think side either.
Yeah. So yeah, this card definitely can stop rogues, and we also have Elspeth Nightmare main. It's a really good card to destroy something, get a look, and exile. This card is so flexible right now, and that's probably the reason why it's in the main.
Exactly. Yeah. This card essentially is always good no matter what matchup you face, and in some matchups it's actually necessary. So for example, a matchup that might be a bit harder would be something like cycling, right?
Yep.
So having the Elspeth's Nightmare as like that one spell that just does everything that you would possibly want against cycling is just so huge and probably necessary to have even a chance in this matchup game 1, I think.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Like exile target opponent's graveyard is something you can usually not main, right? And that's the main thing. You cannot main a card like this. But if you have it on a card that destroys and it's a duress effect, it's totally fine, right?
Yeah, I can play this against Sultai and get the duress effect, or get the. I mean, sometimes it gets binding, but
Yeah, it literally does something against all the 3 decks you word, against the aggro, against the cycling or the graveyard interactions, and against the control decks. It's just such a good card. And sometimes against aggro you take an Embercleave away, or I don't know, a Maul or what. It's just.
It's just even better because right now most decks in standard just have very powerful non-creature spells, so you always have a chance to get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that card and always been. I remember when I built the first Esper Doom list and added 4 of this in my list, and I was like, yeah, it's not that good. And then 2 days later, Andrea wrote an entire guide about it and how he liked that card in the deck. I still remember. I just love this card. It's so cool.
I agree. It's great.
Yeah. We have also a Soul Shatter here, which is interesting. I assume the reason why I put it in my list is because of Toski, most likely, or of the dragon.
Okay, yeah. For me, Toski isn't really going to be that much of a problem, but I agree that this is mostly for the dragon, and also for Sultai, having something that immediately kills Tybalt.
Tybalt, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it works there well. Yeah. I just realized there's a dragon on the picture, so.
I love the art on Soul Shatter.
It's the first time I really look on the art closer, and I just realized it's a dragon. It looks really cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great card and super flexible. I'm a huge fan of it. And in the tool slot you have 3 Heartless Acts and no Eliminate. Tell me about it.
Yeah, basically in the main deck you kind of want the most versatile removal spell you can play.
Yep.
And Heartless Act is just that, and it is so efficient at 2 mana that even though it doesn't kill a few very specific creatures, or maybe if your opponent like puts counters on stuff, it's still worth that having that universal, versatility. So it's definitely worth having over Eliminate, and yeah, there's only 3 slots that are possible in this deck to cover with it, so it can't be 4.
But you also play 2 Bloodchiefs first.
Yep. So, yeah, there was a a main problem of control decks is going to be the fact that every aggro deck in the format, or even mid-range decks, just have plays on one. And if you're on the draw, you're starting from behind already, but you're even further behind because you can't answer your opponent's one drop.
Yep.
So I felt like this was just absolutely necessary as a way to fill in the curve later, or compete on a one-to-one basis with aggro immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good against Edward Innkeeper, for example.
Yeah.
But
sure.
People tend to not play it on one, but yeah, it's a good card. I completely understand. Even to get like Chesper Sentinel is really strong, right?
Yeah, it has I mean, it doesn't even have that much of a downside, really, because it has that versatility of, you know, the kicker, right?
Yeah, I like the card a lot, too. And the one of Cling for the rogues. I think it's a cantrip that works against that deck, basically.
Yeah, basically, it's just, you know, a cantrip with possible upside, so why not, you know?
Yeah, definitely agree. And then we come to a card that many people are asking why I don't play it, and I want to hear your thoughts of Ugin the Spirit Dragon here.
Okay, alright. So, here's the problem with Dimir, I think, is that in a deck that usually plays draw go, I think you have some issues with decks that go extremely wide and that play like too many threats, because obviously you want to, you know, in this deck you want to counter like that one threat, and you know, you want to remove the you know, the other threats. So if your opponent goes like too wide, you're gonna have a problem. And especially I think if you consider decks like Sultai that can go wide in a single card, right? Like they can resolve an ult, and then suddenly they have like multiple threats.
Yeah.
And the Ugin can kind of reset that.
That's true.
Against aggro, it's a sweeper and also a threat. So I don't know. It creates a spot where your opponent has to respect Ugin, and if it resolves, you actually get so much value out of it that usually you can turn the corner, right? So it's kind of like it kind of pushes you towards victory much more than other cards would allow you to do. So I don't know. I just see it as kind of a necessity in this meta to have that one spell that just, you know.
Yeah, it's so powerful, right? It's expensive, but it's just so powerful. Like that's what it is. Yeah.
You know, since we have 2 midnight clock as well, you have the potential to get this guy out, you know, way earlier.
Yeah. You get it way out earlier, and usually, I mean, the most important part about this deck is hitting your land drops, right? But with million draws, it's fine, I guess. But that's the most important part, and all the control decks that have no ramp. And we also have Shark Typhoon here, so you can also draw cards with cycling or just use it as a finisher later on. What do you think is the percentage of hard casting and not hard casting in a deck like this?
Oh wow. I would say that I hard cast probably 1 shark out of 4 in a deck, or 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Because this deck has so much card advantage that in some... Okay, so usually the weakness of playing a Shark Typhoon hardcast is that you just don't have the cards to support it, or the mana, right? So you either have like, maybe you have like a lot of mana, but you have like 1 Shark Typhoon, you can't hardcast it, right? Because you have no cards. Or you have like, you know, a bunch of cards, but, you know, not enough mana to cast this and then, you know, stabilize afterwards. So the fact that this deck just has such efficient removal and card draw, card selection, most of the times you can just afford to hardcast and, you know, keep up a counter and keep up.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario.
And it just generates a lot of pressure after that. So it's just, you can't really get punished too hard unless your opponent has, you know, ways to remove it. So
yeah, I think like Dimir is the shell for hardcast Shark, right?
For sure. I've hardcast so much.
Yeah, it's the shell for it. And the mana base is pretty simple, right? You have like all the lands you have access to, and the Barrens here as a 2-off, which I think is the perfect number. This is a threat, a win condition on its own, which it's really cool on the land, right?
Yeah, Crawling Barrens is incredible. It is probably the source of most of my wins, just because it kind of surprisingly accelerates the game way faster than your opponent might expect. You can kill your opponent very fast.
Once it's a 6/6 or 8/8 and you start attacking, it's like, ooh.
Exactly,
it's gonna hurt. And it's hard to deal with it. You opponent needs usually an eliminate. There are not too many removal spells that work that well against it. It's really, you cannot bounce it because it's a land. Usually you cannot bounce it, and you cannot destroy it with Act and with red cards as well. It's definitely a big one. Barrens is a really cool card. I like it a lot as well.
It's really fun, for sure.
Okay, let's have a look at the sideboard. Let's start just here with Cling to Dust extra, I guess for rogues.
Yep, it's just for rogues, and I guess control matchups. Why not?
Oh yeah, sure, makes sense. Negate.
Fourth negate, just we said negate was the best non-creature counter, and
Yeah,
we kind of need a fourth one, so
yeah, that makes
there it
sense.
is.
Here, eliminate. To eliminate in the side, I guess for the aggressive ones.
Yeah, just more 2-mana spot removal, having that extra, versatility. That's going to be different than Heartless Act, right? So you can actually hit creatures that maybe Heartless Act wouldn't be able to hit,
Yeah.
and that's pretty nice.
Yeah, post showdown, for example.
Hmm.
Yeah. To Maze Mind Tome, one of my favorite cards. I'm pretty sure you bring this in Control Mirrors, right?
I mean, to be honest, you bring this against like every deck.
Why not main it?
Why not main it? Okay, so people have asked me that before. The thing with maining Tome is that the slot that Tome takes in different matchups is going to be different. Against Control, the slot that Tome takes is usually instead of a sweeper, right? But against aggro, you want your sweepers, so it's going to be instead of a counter. But in the main deck, we don't want to choose. We don't want to make that choice until we know what we're playing against.
Yeah, I totally agree there. I love the card as well. I think it's so good in a sideboard for this exact reason. It just makes you find the cards you need against a certain matchup faster, right? And since you also replace one of those cards, it's even better.
It's really, really good.
Yeah. DanyTLaw, I was called a while ago. Because I just played it in every deck. It's just, I really like that card. Mystical Disputes, just to win the counter wars, I guess.
Yeah, just very. I mean, this deck not having ramp, you need to use your mana as efficiently as possible. And I think I mean, obviously, the main target for Dispute is going to be a deck like Sultai or Rogues, and Sultai has a lot of ramp, so they can quickly, fight you in counter wars where they have so much mana advantage that you need that 1 mana, push towards victory essentially in winning one of those counter wars.
One more Elspeth Nightmare. Again, really good card against multiple decks.
It's amazing.
I mean, that card is so good. You can literally bring this in against everything, right? But I guess you bring this in against cycling for sure, and probably
Well, the main targets for this one, the third one, is going to be just cycling and rogues.
Yeah. Rogues makes sense, yeah. It's probably rogues because you can destroy and get something off their hand and make their Agadeems weaker, so...
Yeah, it's very important against rogues and cycling, so...
Yeah, I remember this is the card I always wanted when I play against rogues with, like, Doom decks with Esper.
Sure.
Yeah. An extra Soul Shatter I think is really important here, just to get rid of those specific cards, like Dragon and Toski.
Yep.
And the same goes here for Erebus Intervention, I guess, right? I used to main one, because when I played the Dimir list, everyone was playing Toski, so I wanted to have this main. Remember?
Yeah, that makes sense. But I think Intervention is a weird card because it's always going to be slightly more inefficient than something like Heartless Act or Eliminate, right?
Yeah.
But it's only in the spots where your opponent gives you an opening that it becomes really, really crazy, where it totally swings the game in one direction.
Yeah.
And also, as an added bonus, and probably the only reason that I'm even playing an Intervention is just that has that angle against cycling as well.
Yeah,
so it's not
exactly. Yeah, that's also why I made it. It's such a flex card that works actually good in the meta.
Yeah.
And
it's just really nice.
The X is also really cool with Shark Typhoon. Just mentioning
it. Sure.
And then we have an extra Extinction Event here. Yeah, I mean, it's an extra sweeper. That's probably not a lot you have to say about. But this is the tech here. Korvac the Spiteful. I remember when I built a deck and I tested this card out. This is absolute gas. Like,
I mean, this Korvac is the nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it at first. One of my friends suggested it to me, and I didn't believe them until I played it, and then I was like, okay, this actually.
Yeah, it was the same for me.
It looks underwhelming, but it just dominates the board against aggro and especially against cycling, because your main threat, the main threat that cycling can present is Alliance, and this completely annihilates it.
Yeah, it's also this card just rolls over this deck, and it also is so good against the Toski list. It's so good to play this, and they lose Toski and all the Clarion Spirit tokens and whatever, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so powerful. Huge fan of the card.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sideboard. I mean, so The matchups you're looking for, what is your favorite matchup? Is it Sultai of this list?
Um, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think because I guess it is probably the best matchup.
Mm.
I don't necessarily think it's too fun to play because it's pretty straightforward. Usually they
Yeah.
lack counters main deck, so it's a rush to counter, rush to find counters and card draw and then slowly take over. So it's not really too complex, but then the post-board games are way more interesting, so I enjoy playing those a lot.
Yeah. Especially the many Sultai lists, you don't know what exactly they're bringing, right?
Yeah.
How many
ladder,
chromas and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. In open decklists it's different, but obviously, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have like favorite matchups per se. This deck is pretty much good against everything. I just like the way the deck plays in general, not really how it matches up against certain decks, right?
Yep.
It's a play style.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand, yeah. I mean, I like the Dimir list, I like the control list, and this looks really cool, and I think it's best if you test it out now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. I'm happy with this hand.
Yeah, I agree. That's really strong.
Yeah. Finding the cards you want with at least one removal and one counter approved.
I do think we need to really dig for a blue source, but
I mean, you also have Behold, right? But
yeah, the thing is that usually a cookie cutter play in this deck is turn 2 foretell Multiverse and turn 3 hold up Solid Coming and Multiverse.
yeah,
right?
yeah, I like that a lot. But yeah, hello Snow Island.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I love that. This is so good. Like, but what in the world is going on the other side? I just wanna. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna play like I would play it, and I'm pretty sure you do the same in the beginning. There's not much. When is the best time for you to play Midnight Clock usually?
Okay, on ladder, I mean, if you face an aggro deck, just turn 3. Just do it turn 3 because you can then curve out like a sweeper or something.
Yep.
Against control, it's a bit more difficult. It really depends on if they can answer it. So if you think they can answer it, you probably just don't play it until you have a counterspell backup, or at least until you have enough mana to multi-spell.
So, if I see this deck, I'm pretty sure they play Bindings, but I mean, what the hell is this, right?
I would just play the Midnight Clock here. I don't know. If they binding it, then that's fine, right?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I have no idea what's going on, but...
Yeah, I mean, we can't really make a guess. We just have to... When I see these kind of decks, my first thought is, okay, I'm not going to play around anything. I'm just going to play my game. And this is our game, right? We just play the clock.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like a big chunt list with Tybalt and stuff like that. That's how I look at this deck.
Probably, yeah. But the snow is a bit interesting. Probably blood on snow, if I had to guess.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Here, interesting. You foretell this, I guess.
Yes,
Pass.
yeah. Here you foretell Solid Coming, right? Because either you're going to counter, and you want to have that...
Yep.
Yeah, you want to have that flexibility between the two.
You're also looking for lands now?
Yep.
I mean, this is... If they play a control deck without counters, this is probably their worst matchup there.
This might be one of the easier matchups for us, for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. I think we gotta counter that, right?
Yeah, we have to. If it wouldn't get like the... If it wouldn't get the card advantage instantly, yeah.
Yeah. This is really interesting because maybe they're playing like some weird... I don't know. We can't expect anything. I mean, they could be playing literally anything.
We have to use this here.
That was definitely really good. Oh, that's kind of expensive.
We need the land.
Oh shit, yeah. That's unfortunate that the foretell is or the Solid Coming is
Yep.
weird here.
That is a weird one here.
I think we might have to put the Solid Coming back.
Yeah, I actually would put it back here, yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. We don't have time. I think for now our game plan is going to be just working towards Ugin, I think.
Imagine putting this one back and gamble for the island.
Oh my god, dude. And you would have gotten it too.
Yeah, the 5-hat play. But you cannot, that's just something you cannot do in this position.
No.
But it's just funny. Sometimes it's just...
You can do it for the content, but...
Yeah, you can do it for the content, for sure. Okay.
Well, that's fine.
That's cute.
I mean, at this point, we're just trying to dodge like Tybalt. That's
Yep.
about it.
Yeah, this one will not kill it. That's a good draw. Yo, I would say your turn.
Yeah.
We have 18 life. Like the resource we have here is just.
Yeah, just spend some life and draw 3, scry 3 maybe.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah. Good old end of turn. I draw my deck.
Well, we might have to counter, and that would be a tiny bit.
Well, that is a counter.
Oh fuck.
Well, I
I
think
mean,
you
we could not, but
Are you sure?
No, we do it. We do it. I'm just saying we could.
If I had more lands, I can see that.
Yeah. If we were one off Ugin, I would definitely let that through.
I actually would use Heartless Act here now as well.
Yep. Mana efficiency,
Yeah.
pretty good here. We took the extra 4, which was smart for them to go to combat first.
Yep. Okay, I mean I have one card. Huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah, with one card, they probably just cannot beat this Ugin.
No. I love just saying go and then it's my playstyle. It's so bad. I know people. It's just the Gandalf playstyle. I love it. There's
Yeah.
the tabletop.
I agree. This playstyle is frustrating to play against. But
Let's find a
wonderful
counter.
to play. Yeah.
We used all the snow here. Scry 5. Yikes.
Balanced card.
Well, there's no card I want here.
Oh, they have Tybalt.
I still think the counter still. I mean, we have Bloodchief first, right?
Well, yeah, we're fine, but it would be nice to find a counter.
Yep.
For sure.
The next card is Negate. I see it. It's a land.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe you could have left something that we knew on top, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
No, my God, it's actually really the next card.
Wow. But I mean, that's lucky for us, right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Because
It's so
they could've-
perfect.
Like the problem was that they could have like +1, +2 into that negate, and then we have a problem.
Yeah, then we had a problem. Yeah, but
Which
yeah,
is
it
why
worked out.
maybe we should have left something on top that we knew they could take.
Yeah, that's actually true. I see that point.
But yeah, it's marginal. I think the chances of them finding exactly a negate are relatively low.
But it always happens on stream. It's
Sure.
like, you know how it is. That's a no from me.
Yeah. Wow, their deck is insanely top heavy.
Yeah, it's actually dangerous if you think about
This
it.
might be a problem, yeah, because they have so much to play. Probably. Like Crawling Barrens is relatively good.
I think we have to.
I don't think we can play the Ugin, right?
Yeah, I think so. We have to go Nightmare here.
We could Nightmare. We could. Yeah, I guess we should Nightmare. Yeah.
I think if they have something, force it, right?
Sure.
And we still have enough to use the Barrens.
I just haven't been following their hand too closely. I don't know if that's a card they've kept for a while, or if it's something else.
I mean, if they have nothing, we can be relieved and play Ugin next turn. That's,
Yeah, at least we get info, right?
Yeah.
That's half the battle. It's probably a removal spell if I had to guess.
I think so too.
So we just snipe that. Oh.
Yep,
Boom.
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
I can probably just play. Actually, wait a minute. Do we have
We
clock
can actually play
Ugin or
both.
no? Okay, sure.
Yep. This midnight clock and Ugin at the same time is like two threats you need to answer.
Yeah, it might be a bit weird if we have to minus with Ugin, but whatever.
Yeah, but the good part is there's like, I mean, if they top deck a Planeswalker, wow. We still have the Barons though, right? It's not easy.
Oh yeah, we can just attack with the Barons and plus with Ugin.
Yeah,
that's
and if they have
totally
like
fine.
the Garruk, which is minus for 0.
We can event as well, yeah.
Or event.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We have so many ways to deal with it.
Yeah, right
Oh.
now it's it looks like a position you want to be in.
Yeah, this is ideal. Opponents out of cards, we have a lot of,
Yep.
you know, board presence, so.
3 damage.
I think we might actually activate the Crawling Barrens, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. That's 2-turn clock.
Yep. The Barrens coming in hot. And we still have Heartless Act open, which is fine.
Perfect.
Oh, I love this type of deck. It's just the best.
Yep.
It's just the best. I mean, you can easily trigger Midnight Clock at one point as well. And what is nice, it doesn't matter which step it is. Oh, wow. It's still GG, but I just want to say, oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I see things a bit on delay, but yeah, that was good binding for them.
Oh, you see it on delay?
There's a little bit delay, but yeah, they're dead here.
Dead to land.
Seems decent, Crawling Barrens.
Yeah. Okay, opponent plays a Chunt. Big Chunt, huh? Like
Big boy Chunt, yeah.
Big boy Chunt. I mean, I like the Negate.
Probably really easy, but
yeah.
We'll see. Could lose.
Soul Shatter is actually not bad.
Yeah, I think we play it. Well, the only creatures we've seen have been Bone Crushers, right?
Yeah, and Corvold.
Oh, and Corvold, yeah, that's a bit less exciting.
Yeah. Corvold is
just
dangerous, even with Heartless Act.
That's very dangerous. Well, it's bad with Heartless Act. I mean, it's okay if you hit it immediately, but it could be way worse with Soul Shatter too, that draws him a card.
Yeah, that is true, but this is just too flexible, right?
Yeah, I think, do we want the Nightmare? I don't know if we do, because they play
I'm not
Bindings,
sure.
right? I'm not sure. I think we want the Tome.
it deals with cards as well. This is a hard one, but we definitely don't want the Shadow's Verdict.
I think the Elspeth Nightmare is just going to be a delayed duress. It's probably not worth playing.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's the only. I mean, there's not too many cards
probably.
you can think about Tome here.
I think Tome is good, and probably we could play Cling as well, but I don't know.
First, I think we need to cut 2, right? What do you want to cut here first?
I mean, I would cut Nightmare. Actually, I would maybe cut the Clock, actually, because they have Binding, right? 60 card deck with 4 bindings. Could be a problem.
Yeah.
In a value matchup, if we have to
I agree with the Clock play here, especially on the draw. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to keep the Nightmares, then that's fine too, I guess. It would just be for Cling anyways.
Yeah, I kind of like the Nightmare, and it can also just hit. I mean, it can combine it, right? But that's about it.
It's fine. It's fine.
They have to deal with it, or we just get something. Because their first Planeswalker they played was turn 6.
Actually, it could also hit Valky.
And it can hit Valky, yeah. I'm cool with this hand.
I think I'm okay with it too. It's a bit risky against a black mid-range deck because of discard spells, but it's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, if this wouldn't be a Scryland, I would find it even more sketchy. But
yeah, I think the Temple adds a lot of consistency to this hand.
I mean, this is a really good card.
I don't think we can keep it though.
But they have Eliminate now post-board 100%.
Also, it's just too slow. We don't have the resources.
Yeah. We need to fire off the Behold ASAP, right?
Well, hopefully you don't have Remorse.
Good walkie.
Okay. So that means our Nightmares are way stronger now.
Yep. Nice. I like that when you foretell and you have more foretell cards, it just hides the others.
Yep.
That
so
is good.
Really amazing too. It's a weird mechanic, but it makes sense.
It's really weird. It's a good draw.
That's a really good draw. Wow.
That's the classic. I mean, that turn 3 is usually nothing. But
I mean, they miss land, so they're not in good shape at all.
No, if they miss more lands, it's over.
A lot of expensive Planeswalkers are going to be pretty much unplayable at this point.
Yep. I think we still have enough lands here on hand.
Yeah, I believe we don't want any more of those.
Well, there's still more. I love that you can foretell and make your hand go to 7 again.
That is also something I forgot to mention, actually.
Yeah, it's so true. Good sometimes, right?
That this deck actually draws too much sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. What is your opinion on countering Cultivate sometime?
I think it's okay.
In this spot, I think it's actually okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would counter this, but I think in general, you have to ask yourself, how many payoffs do they have off of this cultivate?
Yep.
And, I mean, question number one should always be, are they missing lands? And if the answer is yes, you should counter it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I see it as well. I mean, here, them missing lands is just too huge. Wow.
Yep.
This is flooding city. At least we have a million ways to dig.
Yeah, you can imagine without having cards like Behold or cards like the Temple,
Yeah, it's...
it would be very, 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 very far behind. Actually, even with them missing land.
I mean, there's still... I mean, here I would actually just use the Bloodchief first.
Yeah, I think we're too far ahead at this point in terms of mana.
Yeah.
And in terms of cards that are going to be impactful.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, we definitely want to find like one draw spell, like one more like lore or something, and then it's over.
Yeah, I think once we find a tome, a multiverse, or a lore, we're definitely extremely far ahead. We're already far ahead, but
yeah,
we can push it to the next level. Cling would be okay as well. Oh,
this looks like a Soul Shatter.
I don't know. We could, yeah. I don't think we counter that, but
yeah, I think
really
counter is
know
higher
that.
than Soul Shatter, right?
Yeah, the counter's better than Soul Shatter, but I'm thinking maybe we can just let that live for a bit. And then
Take
Ugin,
6?
Okay. No, actually we should kill it, yeah. They don't have the mana to escape it.
Yep. I think that's the main reason why I would do it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think if they had the mana to escape it, we can consider...
Yeah, then I would
Ugin
not do
or-
it, but right now...
Yeah. Or we can just draw another counter.
It feels like they were like... The time between them playing the land and playing the card felt like a bait here.
Oh wow, Faceless Haven, wow. Oh, whoa, this deck is weird.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell is going on here? Hello?
Actually, this might... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, without that Shark Typhoon, I think we're in a weird spot, actually. But that's a really strong Shark Typhoon.
Yeah. How do you play that Shark Typhoon here?
No. There's no question here. We definitely cycle. We don't have.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I was like, if I had one more counter on my hand, one more counter.
I'm okay with the content, but
yeah, okay.
Yeah. The scenario where you usually hardcast is one where you have a bit more.
Yeah,
resources,
a bit more juice. Here, this Goldspawn Dragon is interesting, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting actually. I think we just cycle.
Think so too, but they could have.
Yeah, Heartless Act. I mean, first of all, they would have to keep it post board, which is
Yeah,
kind of
which
weird.
that is the main reason why I think.
And then again, we can just Ugin if we want, which is kind of bad, but we'll see.
6.
Could also cycle for 5 and hold Countermagic up. I think I like that actually. Wait, does that work?
No, it doesn't work with Ghosts.
Oh,
That's the
definitely.
problem.
We could also just cycle for 4, to be honest. I don't know. Just to not get blown out.
So I like the argument where he said like, do you think they have Heartless Act post board?
I mean, I don't think they do.
Yeah.
But who knows, right?
Yeah. I kind of want to do it for 6 here. Because
Okay, I can agree with that. I think I would usually do it for 6, but
Yeah.
I have no idea what to.
yeah, that's also a valid point. You have no idea what's going on, right?
Yeah. Because
if they Heartless
if we
Act
wanna
here,
be
then they
safe-
just might game us to the next level.
if we wanted to be safe there, the 4/4 is actually decent because we don't really care about trading it, right? But it's fine, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we have still
that's
an Ugin here, right?
Yeah. The problem is they can activate the
Haven,
Haven, but...
Okay.
Or we could just Heartless Act that actually.
Yeah, I think we Heartless Act us now.
Yeah, we don't have Ugin plus Act. We definitely Act.
Especially the Castle here is pretty decent. We give them 1 mana.
Yeah. This is kind of unfortunate.
But I'm happy to keep the counter here. Trade it against an Eliminate and 4 damage, to be honest.
Did we draw the Heartless Act after the cycle, or was it the castle? Oh, wow. I think... Wait, can we castle as well?
We
might
can
counter
castle
that,
as well,
actually.
yeah. I kind of want to counter this in castle, but...
I think you can castle first.
Yeah, the question is, what do they have for the rest mana they have?
I mean, just check first, since we'll see.
Yeah.
Depends if we have like a follow-up. We don't need to counter this. If,
I mean, I like Behold here.
Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, we should keep the Act for the Haven, right? So
Oh
actually,
yeah,
I think you.
yeah. I was like in my
Right?
mind, it was like Barrens.
Now you do counter this, right? Because we have 10 mana
Yep.
plus Ugin plus Heartless Act up. Possibly. I don't think they can play anything unless it's like another dragon. That would be a bit unlucky, but otherwise they just play Polykrenos probably. Maybe can they escape it? I don't know. Yeah, they can. So
Wow.
if they play, we're just -4.
It's
Oh,
another
wow.
dragon.
That's unfortunate.
What are they playing? The dragon into dragon into dragon. What in the world?
Oh wait, did you sequence the? Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. I just realized it's the wrong
That's
order.
fine, I guess.
We have to just.
I think we're almost dead. I mean, we have to top deck.
Yeah.
I mean, we have chances of top decking pretty easily. Just need like Shark Typhoon or something.
I mean, that worked.
Oh, that's perfect, right? Yeah, that works. The problem is that they can play.
I mean,
Well,
they
now-
played triple dragon. Just want to mention that shortly.
Yeah.
And now they have 7 mana as well. But triple dragon is just, come on, you cannot do that.
That's definitely very unlikely, but yeah.
Well, they would have won the game if they used this.
Wait, didn't. Okay. I mean, they can still escape, which is pretty good.
No,
right?
they need 1 more land for escape.
Alright, I guess if they don't have land, but I'm pretty sure they have land at this point, right? Huh? What?
Yeah,
That's
they
fine.
failed with the distribution of the land. They should have
keep
used
her
this
now.
here and would have won the game, but they didn't. I mean, they didn't want to. Ooh. Feel safe.
Wow, I can't believe you top deck that. I was
How
gonna
to
say
feel
maybe we
safe.
should try upkeep, but
Yep, I was also thinking about this cry. I was like,
rewarded, I guess. Problem is this Polykrenos is still a problem.
Yep.
So we definitely need to castle here.
Yep.
Unless they don't play it. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, they draw a card here, potentially here.
I draw 2.
Yep.
Or 3, right? Is the treasure?
Okay, 1 and 2 now.
Oh, they did. That's kind of weird.
It's
I
kind
feel
of
like
weird.
they should back land there.
I mean, we don't know what they have in their hand, right? Like they were like, probably they all what they do is draw land now, anyways. Like, they gassed out. We do max cycle here. Just let to see.
We could have ambushed that too, though.
It's 8 cycle here.
You could scry. I don't know. I guess it's probably worth cycling. Then they just won't attack, but I guess that's fine.
I think we have to, right?
Yeah, I think we do it. Then we can find like event or something. Do you want to scry upkeep or no? Depends what we draw, I guess.
Yeah, I just put a stop already, and then we see. It really depends what we draw.
I mean, we know they're boarding in eliminates,
Well,
which is kind of.
I keep the Graven Lore here.
Wow.
That's a
like
no
the
scry
strong
for me.
deck, alright.
I'll also take this one.
So yeah, you just find a way to destroy the core vault, I guess, and then.
Yep. Graven Lore
Good
with
to go.
5 snow, by the way.
2 events. We have 1 Bloodchief's Thirst. That's it.
Soul Shatter.
Draws a card though, but
I mean, it's probably the best answer.
better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Events would be ideal.
The Cling is really nice too.
Oh, the Cling is amazing.
I would like to have Shark, Cling, and Soul Shatter here.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And we can
I
both.
think you might hold the land, right? Just because we can foretell as well. I don't know. It's fine.
I kind of, yeah, but then what do you know what I mean? Like.
No, I mean we can keep everything, but and the land, right?
Ah, and the land,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because then you can cling for. Oh no, actually, cling doesn't draw. Never mind. I'm wrong. Doesn't work.
Oh yeah, because it's a creature, right?
I thought the cling would draw, but yeah, I forgot it. We had to cling Apollo. Okay, so we have
We have to get rid of it.
3 turn clock. Yeah, we have to get rid of it. It also pads our life a little, which is kind of nice.
I
We
mean,
don't have to worry about another base there.
what is the chance? Oh, yeah, that's really important. Oh my god, that life is so important. Woo!
Yeah, Questing Beast, Dragon.
Dragon?
4.
Like, I can see a 4th dragon coming in here. That's for sure.
Corvold drew 3 cards. Wow.
Yeah. Corvold is a decent card.
That's a Graven Lore on a creature. Almost.
Yep. It's incredible.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's really good. Holy moly. We want to do it for the content, or what are we doing?
We do it for
here?
the content. This is the
Okay,
perfect
content.
spot.
Alright, okay.
This is the content spot here.
I agree. I mean, we're pretty safe against anything here.
I mean, we can counter the binding, and then it's just...
Yeah, you can counter the binding. You can make a 4/4 if they play a creature. We're probably just in really good shape here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the moment where you have to go... Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that's the game. Alright.
I take both.
Even keeping the land, wow.
Yeah. This is so we want
At
the
this
land.
point, we just don't really care too much about anything. And I guess the land is actually pretty good because now you can cast Sword Coming and Cling. But
I mean, yeah. Then we don't have to do this.
You can foretell, I guess, if you want.
It's fine. It really, I'm at the point where it doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters at all. I think it might even be better because we can get a 1/1, right?
Yeah. I mean, now we just use Cling anyways. Never mind.
That's game. Oh, that's cool.
Nice. That was an interesting opponent, not gonna lie. But yeah.
Probably not the best way to.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So I think we should play another one. Let's go for the next one. I mean, that was a fun game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. A bit scary, but.
Yeah, I mean the triple dragon there was like, did 82%. I mean, I'm not that low though.
Wow. Oh, Yorion though. This might be a Sultai gamer.
Ooh, I mean, I like this hand against Sultai gamers.
This could be good because we can actually showcase an actual matchup.
Yeah, and we have the midnight clock. I just want to tell you, I think they will play red source now because of what you said.
A red source?
Yeah, something completely random. Do you keep the passage here?
Mono red Yorion. No.
I don't think so. I have enough. Mono red Yorion. Splash Yorion.
Well, no, they don't.
Black, look, I told you, it's not what you expect. It still could be Sultai, yeah.
I'm sure it's Sultai, there's no way.
Okay.
So this is one of the spots where the clock is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Just because we're on the play.
Yeah, I agree.
But even then, it could be bad if they go Wolfillow into binding. Like, the clock is not amazing.
Yeah, I was actually thinking for that reason to hold the negate.
Nah, I don't think we counter Wolfillow, right? Just for the clock.
Yeah.
This matchup is relatively easy if you just counter their threats. So yeah, I don't know if we clock here. I think we might just Elspeth Nightmare.
Yeah,
right?
I would do the same here.
We don't really care if that gets binded, right?
Yeah, I mean, seems like the perfect player, especially since we have clock into negate.
Yeah, we can have clock and backup negate or multiverse.
Oh, multiverse.
So we kind of just bait out the binding here. Because we don't want to counter the binding.
Yep. Binding is so strong. It's I love this card, man.
Really good. I mean, the thing with the clock in the Sultai matchup, it's either very good or extremely bad.
What in the hell?
Wow.
Both in the same land.
They just can't win, right? But what is it? Oh wait. Oh. Okay. Do we take the? No, we take the chariot, right?
We cannot counter this.
I mean, we can.
No, we can. It's on the stack. It's still a vehicle, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's non-creature, right?
Yeah, it's non-creature.
But I don't know. Maybe we take the cling.
It's a hard one. Could also be just a shark, but they cannot play
I
it
think
yet.
we take the cling. I actually want to take the cling here.
Yeah, me too. It's the only way to find the.
Because they're stuck on a very, very weak mana base.
Yeah.
And I think once we have 2 negates, so we can afford to spend
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on this, right?
We're just gonna counter the next spell.
Yeah. I think this is fine.
I love the sound the clock makes, by the way.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know, the clock is really cool in every way.
Yeah.
Just the flavor of the card, the fact that every tick is like an hour is just amazing. I don't know. On
Yeah.
upkeep, it just feels so perfect.
This is why it's the perfect set ever created, in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of LGN. A huge fan.
Sure.
It's so cool. Like, just the theme, right? I mean, like, the anti-theme and stuff they have. It's just so cool.
Yeah, you like Control and Keeper, don't you?
It's just so good. I mean, it ramps, you know?
Sure, alright, I'm down. Double clock, let's go.
Isn't it kind of awkward, though?
It's not great, actually.
Yeah, because you want to keep it, right? I just think you pass here. Oh, it's just... I mean, you can maybe do it, like, in a...
You can do it and accelerate the first clock.
Yeah,
but,
you either accelerate the first clock or you take your time between the clocks.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. We just wait. We want it to be on delay enough where they don't proc at the same time. That's kind of good. Shark Typhoon, but they're not cycling it. I think we might want to just... No, we definitely want to draw here.
I mean, it's just...
Draw and accelerate the clock, yeah. Their hand is really bad.
Behold
Need a bit of removal.
the Multiverse. I love that card.
I mean, at this point, we're looking for Heartless Act, Bloodchief Thirst, Soul Shatter. Wow.
Well, are you sure?
Nightmare number 2. We have to keep that.
Would you keep the Extinction Event?
And the land, actually. I think we keep both.
I think we keep both, yeah.
Event for Yorian, so we don't have to spend anything.
Yeah, we're gonna use it anyway soon, so... the clock. Everything we spend now, or we're gonna use now is good.
Yeah, basically we just let the clock do the work.
Yep.
And just hit land drops, and eventually we win, right?
Yep.
But yeah, we definitely pass here.
Yeah, that's how you play the clock.
Yep. We could just accelerate it and probably get it in like 2-3 turns. Would be a bit weird if they find a binding.
It would be a bit weird, yeah. But I mean, I think at this spot you have to negate it, though, right?
Yeah, I think they're too far away from ult mana.
They need one more. They need one more.
Actually, countering the binding there is like a no-brainer because they need blue and black.
Yeah, exactly.
They're very far.
They cannot even play the Yorion.
I mean, they will.
I mean, they need the blue first, right?
Oh wait, they can't. No, they can't physically play. I thought you said they wouldn't play it, kind of like that, as in they can't. But no, they actually just cannot cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that's a bit unfortunate.
But how you do it here? I think Scry's maybe better in this position.
Okay, let's think about. Okay, so I mean, if we were really trying super hard, we'd do math on when the clock procs.
Yeah.
So 7 on our turn. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'll be 12 on their turn if we accelerate it 2 times.
I just kind of like to use the negate.
Yeah, I think I agree. I kind of want to use the castle here.
Yeah.
I think we can take our time in the spot.
Yep.
And just accumulate probably foretell cards. That's our goal. Yeah, we definitely don't want those.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind the land, but...
I still have a land, drawing a land.
We already have
there,
a land,
right?
but we want as many lands as possible.
Okay.
That probably finds us foretell cards.
Yep. Yep, it's good. So 8, 9, 10, yeah. I think it's perfect because now we just get the foretell cards, still keep counter up. Yeah. And they try to go in with a baby shark here. It's not that successful, I guess.
I'm kind of surprised they have this bad mana. Okay.
That's a blue. That's a blue.
So they're one... Okay. I mean, the one unknown card is the spell. But hopefully not ultimatum. I mean, even if it is, it's probably fine. Well, they passed. Okay. So yeah, I guess we just never pump the clock at all. We could play the second one, actually, at this point.
Yeah.
Just to have a...
I like the second one here as well.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Okay.
That's really interesting.
What is
that they just did that?
It's really interesting, yeah. Okay.
Oh wow.
I mean, Ugin is. How much mana do we have?
Do we have Ugin plus negate?
No.
Nope.
I think we have to.
I think we bottomed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to land and I want to saw coming here.
Yeah. Yep. We could probably use the event at this point.
Yep.
pretty free. Oh wow, that's really nice.
I would like to have that one, please.
So we go event. Oh yeah, also for people who want to know about auto tapper usually does not auto tap the clock, so you should definitely prioritize using that mana because it can get destroyed, and then you have to like maybe you can't even float the mana and use something, right?
Yeah, I became an auto tapper since I played the qualifier for Grand Prix, and it just messed me a game.
Yeah. So we definitely foretell you, right?
I wish we could play clock and foretell, but we still go 10-11, so it's fine.
Yeah, we can just play clock next turn. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I mean we're in such a good spot here. Like that clock is just so heavy.
Really dominating.
Like just having this on board and your opponent looking at the clock, it's psychologically just already a win.
I mean, I would concede when I see the clock just popping.
Yeah. What would you do here?
No, we don't.
Yeah, I mean you just don't care, right? I mean, just first
we're redrawing, so we have an incentive to not use the foretell zone cards. Yeah. We have a removal spell on our turn.
Yeah, this does nothing. It's just a 4/5. It does nothing. Would you proc the clock here or not? I would not.
No, we want the mana.
Exactly.
And it procs naturally anyways, so. I think we do play the second one though, yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point you do.
I think we have the mana. Oh, we gotta use that clock mana though. The auto tapper.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it now.
Man, I hate it so much.
Yeah.
A few times it's done it to me where I just can't use the clock mana, then I just waste the mana.
Okay, they didn't like it. They didn't like this.
I think that's the normal reaction to the clock.
Yeah, makes sense. So now we have Sultai here, with Chariot's Mane.
Pretty standard.
I mean, so I would use those here.
That seems pretty good. I think countering spells is gonna be you know, pretty strong against Sultai. We definitely want the tomes. I mean, personally, I don't like the Nightmare, but it's not too bad. But the problem is that I think post-board they can actually punish you for tapping out sorcery speed.
Yep.
So I'm not a huge fan of playing a 3-mana duress, right?
I will definitely would get rid of the verdicts here.
Verdicts, yep. Bloodchief stores, same thing. Probably not that good to have sorcery speed removal. Soul Shatter is just an upgrade, right?
Yeah, Soul Shatter is definitely an upgrade. Now the question is, so how do you? I mean, they have Coma, I guess, right?
Well, you should play 2 Shatter. So for me, I mean, okay, here's how I board. I board I have all 3 Heartless Acts in the deck, 2 Soul Shatter, 2 events, and that's all my removal.
Yeah.
I actually cut the clock on this matchup just because of post-board dynamic where...
Especially in the draw again.
Again on the draw it's worse, but in general, this matchup just is a grind fest and it comes down to card advantage. So if you have a chance to lose card advantage on a card, aka the clock, getting no binding, it's probably not a good idea. And then usually I just cut the 2 Nightmares. But...
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I don't like the Nightmare feels so much better also on the play.
Yeah, the Nightmare on the draw is really sketchy because turn 4 they can punish you really hard.
Yeah, and this is too bad. Yeah. On the play, it's definitely fine.
On the play, it's probably fine. It just depends if you feel like you need it.
I mean, I keep this hand all day.
I agree.
I mean, it's a 2-lander, but man, look, this is just...
If you top deck only lands this game, you're gonna win it.
Yeah, it's just too beautiful. Oh my god. Counter tribal. This is Gandalf tribal here. Counter draw cards. That's all we need.
Yep.
It can't be. This just nicer. Nicer.
There's the land. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And that's another land.
Yeah, seems good.
Okay. We're going places.
I wonder here, like...
So yeah, there's an actual interesting decision here, and probably one that most people are gonna have a hard time on, like, figuring out whether they should hold up Negate here or tell. And this is one where I don't actually think there's a right answer. I think it's just on whether or not you think that them cultivating is okay. And I think here...
So then he green first. I honestly, so my thinking here right now is that if they go blue and they hit the green, they have no black.
Yeah.
You know, you never blue first. So hitting a
Yeah.
cultivate here is actually huge in the beginning.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking that if we do hit a cultivate, it would be good. The problem is if we don't hit a cultivate, then what are we doing turn 3, right?
Yep.
But wait, I'll go to past combat, go to main phase 2, see if they have Omen.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, I think we do this. I think
Yeah.
I
we
think
can pass here.
they should have played the green source here, right?
Well, we can pass or multiverse. I think both are fine. I think I would multiverse here, just on a hard read on no cultivate, but who knows? Okay, never mind.
It's a Will Fuller.
I had a feeling that maybe they would try to hide the green as well, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
possible.
it's difficult because it also screws over our curve, right?
Yeah, I think
That's
we
fine.
should play more towards our game here.
Yeah, we got rewarded there. No, I agree. I think it screws us over too much to not
Yeah.
foretell there. That's fine. I mean, we just don't care about that. They have no black.
I mean, we just counter whatever we see. I mean, the only thing is that they actually could play Chariot plus Dispute.
I think Chariot's okay though in the end, just because if they have Chariot plus Dispute, they're down to 1 card, and we have the Heartless
Yeah, I mean,
Act,
then we definitely go for the counter, but if they have Dispute, they have Dispute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually a problem, right?
We have to deal with this. We have no way to deal with this.
I guess we have to saw it coming. I think saw it coming's better, right? Just mana.
Yeah,
efficient?
mana efficiency.
I guess it is what it is. If they have
I don't. If they have Chivari, they just mind game us to oblivion here.
I mean, I don't think that wins fast enough though.
Okay, I mean, we just lose life for a while.
Yeah, we can even discard at some point.
I
They
mean,
have
right
no
now
card.
it's fine, right?
Yeah, they have no cards.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we still win this game. We just work towards Ugin, and Ugin demolishes them, right? I wonder if we actually foretell Slot coming
I don't
here.
think we foretell.
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
Yeah, we want
definitely
Negate
don't,
it.
right? Yeah, we want Negate up plus Multiverse. Because we need land.
Yeah, I agree.
This Lantern is weird.
It is.
I
It
don't-
is not fun.
We have no way of... I mean, I guess we have Tome and Cling to regain life, maybe. I mean, we can go down to... Yeah, the funny thing about Lantern is that we can take damage.
Yeah, and we draw a lot of
Nice,
cards
right?
too. So.
So, for 6 turns, if they don't untap it, which they will,
Yeah.
then it might be a problem. But,
Yeah, we need. You literally need Ugin for this.
yeah, we need it again. We're gonna lose if we don't find it. It's kind of interesting. As a... Kind of a bad card in general, but it's working.
We definitely
here.
did not think about this one.
I mean, we didn't have any counterplay to that,
Yeah.
right?
No.
We have counterspell, so
Yeah, it's the only way.
we needed dispute, which is why dispute's so important. Okay, so that I don't like their play at all, because they should probably prioritize untapping the lantern over
Yeah.
grabbing your in there, because we can't interact with the lantern.
I want the land here, but not the negate.
Definitely the land, no negate. And maybe we don't take the land actually. Well,
Those are okay. Those are good cards.
yeah. Tome is important to play, I think.
I want to play Barrens, Tome, and keep up Sword coming.
Sure. It's that or Temple, but I think probably
It's-
safer to play
Yeah.
on tough mana. I
Tome
think
here is
Temple-
really good. That's a good card.
Yeah. Tome is really good. It buys us. So technically, if they activate Tigrid's Lantern 6 times, we're gonna be down to 2 HP. That's
No, we
Tome
dead.
is
We
right
dead.
up.
It's
Are
free
we
life.
gaining
Dude.
1 turn?
Free life.
It's 3, right? Yeah, 6 times. 6 times 3, right? 18.
Yeah, we dead, right? I mean, yeah. I mean,
I
obviously
meant I meant starting from the moment they, you know,
Yeah.
play it. That's what I meant. Sorry. Like a total of 6 Tigrid activations means 18 damage. So the tome gets us to technical 24. So they would need an extra 2 extra activations, so an extra 1 technically, which is fine. It basically adds another turn.
We're still in the lose life situation here.
Yeah. We can discard at some point though.
Yeah. Oh, they go for that,
Okay,
right?
that
now.
makes sense. I mean, that's what I would do. I think we might have to turbo Crawling Barrens maybe at some point.
Yeah. Here I wanna actually draw a card.
Sure.
Nah,
No, we don't do it now though, right?
I think we have to discard Heartless Act. Oh, this is
I
a
would discard
negate.
Temple. And we can scribe with the tome and then on upkeep, right, to find land.
Yeah, that's actually true.
I mean, you could lose three HP. Why are we not losing 3, right?
Okay, let's lose another
Fine,
3.
that's
You're
fine.
right.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
fine,
You're
that's
still
fine.
fine.
We don't need to discard now.
I think
next,
you just draw.
Next, maybe, yeah. You just draw. I think we could scry though, if you want, but that's fine. Oh, that's huge. Alright.
Yep.
Okay, so... Yeah. I mean, at this point...
Ooh,
Oh, yeah. Alright.
that's a card. We can work with this.
So the problem is that we need to create a scenario where they don't have mana up,
Yep.
but I think that's doable. So
Yeah, we just need to find many lands. We have a lot of draws. We can discard a
Yeah.
lot to get life here.
Okay, so we definitely pass here, and then
Yeah.
cycle shark for 3 probably.
Yep.
Oh, we can cycle shark for 1 and sack it to the lantern if we want to as well. But probably better to do 3.
Yeah, I actually like that line, to be honest.
Well, not right now, I guess. But
Yeah, but it's a good line. Okay. What do we
I think
get
we
rid?
take it one more time.
Take 1 more damage.
Yeah, that's it. And then after this, we definitely do something else.
Yeah, that's the
I can
risky.
see-
Hashtag Warclax.
I kind of like. No, Vornfix is Heartless Act though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we sack the shark though.
Yep.
Oh, wait, does that say permanent or creature?
It says permanent.
Okay, interesting. I mean, they're in a really interesting spot here because if they hold Countermagic up nonstop. Okay, so we cycle the shark definitely. Is
Yeah.
that good? And we want to make sure we hit land, so definitely put a stop on upkeep.
Yeah, we need to hit every land now, so we get to the point.
Yeah, and we need the life as well at some point.
Yeah. Land
Okay, they
secured.
found another land. This is a really scary spot because that lantern is just farming pretty hard.
Yeah, but I still think it's okay.
Well, we need to resolve Ugin. That's going to be an issue. But again, the interesting thing here is
Get
we can
full life.
bait with the Graven Lore, I think. Definitely draw here,
Yeah.
normally. Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
So
we
think
have
we
foretell.
Yeah. We can start discarding Heartless Act and Extinction Event.
Yep.
Wait, what are we doing?
Yeah, because of the
Okay,
extra
no.
snowman.
Yeah,
If, if
yeah.
there's a world where we actually do the other thing.
We're probably gonna try to bait them with Graven Lore to resolve Ugin. But I
Yeah.
don't necessarily think they're gonna counter it.
This
if they
lantern
counter
is
it-
so annoying. Yeah,
Oh wow, they can double untap now. But that's fine, right? That's what we want.
I mean, if they tap out, that's perfect. That's the dream. That's
Well, problem is that at this point they could ult, which is kind of scary. Actually, no, they can't because Ugin minus is 2 mana.
yeah. I would just discard Extinction Event here.
Or Heartless Act first, actually.
Yeah,
maybe.
first Heartless Act, I guess.
Flexibility.
This works
And
against
actually, we
Fiora.
kind of want to discard here. I'm actually happy with this because it lowers our hand
Yeah,
size.
because now we would have to discard anyways.
For sure. Yeah, let's just hope they do it twice on their turn.
That would be
which
so
a
nice.
mistake.
I mean, we dead to Warnclax though. Oh no, because of the token.
No, we're not. But we would be dead. We would be dead if. I mean, I guess no, we're not dead. Because tell me, yeah, never mind. Do we discard events? I mean, we could discard negate actually, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's probably the next card to discard.
Yeah, that's definitely the next card. Because at this point, they're just not doing anything.
Okay, this is interesting. Do we go for the Graven Lore here?
I think we have to. We have
Yeah.
to bait out something. Right?
Yeah, I think so as well.
We can scry for land, upkeep, and
Yeah.
now if you want, but we'll see. I don't think they're letting this resolve, right? Because that would take 3 more activations.
Yep.
I mean, we could even take another 3 damage, to be honest. Oh, that's annoying.
It's annoying.
But 1 less counter. I mean, I guess we just have to hope they don't have it.
I think we have to
else.
keep this one.
Yeah, sure.
We have to keep it main activation. It's one card to discard and a land.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like gaining life, so definitely fine.
It's kind of awkward, but
I don't know. This is so weird. I don't know.
the lantern is really
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Not gonna lie. At least you have the Mazement Tome. Okay, if they dispute this, I will use a negate.
Sure.
That's interesting.
I think we need a dispute here. We can fight a counter. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually perfect. So we need both.
Yeah, I would also take
Cool.
both.
That's really nice actually. Because now we definitely need to find land though.
Yeah, I mean we can draw a card here.
Yeah, we have 2 chances. Not now, but we have 2 chances.
I mean we're gonna discard stuff.
Negate probably.
Yeah. Getting farmed by Tegret's Lantern here.
That's like one of the only cards that can solo farm.
Yeah.
I think they're running out though, so they're gonna have to.
Okay. Let's discard.
So we discard negate, and then we probably just take 3.
Yep.
We can go back up anyways. I mean, we would be dead to Vorinclex hardcast, but
I mean
it's kind of not.
this resolves
right?
here.
That's fine, right? We don't care.
They tap this out, huh? It's interesting though. They tap it out. They get 1, 2 activation. You know what I mean? Because if you use Heartless Act,
Yeah, that's interesting. They also move the mana. Maybe we should counter that actually.
I actually think
I
we
don't
do.
mind it. Yeah, I think it's okay.
It's
yeah,
not
actually, we kind of want to hold the Heartless Act actually. I think.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this.
because I think the tapping out here is just not cool enough.
I think if they fight, we let it go though.
Yeah, if they fight, we let it go.
No,
Do
actually,
we?
we can use negate. I think we use negate because we're gonna be in it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we just
okay.
use negate here, right?
Yeah. And now you need to scry for land though. Actually, oh yeah.
Do we
no,
need
we
to
do
scry
it.
for
We
land?
do it. We do it. We do it. Just negate.
But do we need
Oh,
to
we-
scry for land?
I think we do, right? Because we want dispute up
Yeah, for ultimatum, you're right.
or ultimatum. But they would need to land, but still.
This was a good turn for us.
I mean, we don't have to, but I think it's worth.
Yeah, I
scrying
think
here.
it's worth. No, it checks the
Yeah.
worth.
If we find land, we're golden. I mean, we would keep a good spell though, but.
Whoa.
Ah.
Whoa! That's the worst.
I mean, they don't have triple green, so do we just gamble?
I honestly think no, they have triple green, they have double will follow here.
No, they lose it.
Oh, they lose it. Okay, we gamble. This is
Okay,
a
we
gamble.
Alright, we keep.
This is a gamble here. At that point, you have to.
Sure.
This is 4, huh?
So -4, they lose 2 lands. They need top deck a green or ults, depending on whether.
Yep.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they don't have green. So actually, they might have ults, but they need green.
Yeah, I think that's if it's the case, that's the case. If they top deck green into ult here,
Or they could have
That's
neither,
fine.
and that would be perfect.
yeah. Okay, I mean, I can live with this.
Is this binding?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's actually just fine. I mean, we don't.
Yeah,
need
like
that.
I'm like whatever, man. Do what you have to do.
I mean, it's way better that they target the Ugin than the Tome.
Oh my god, this lantern is gone. It makes like it's like when you can breathe again.
Yeah, it's like a Clothis, but faster.
Yeah, way worse, right? Way worse
Way
than
worse, yeah,
Clothis.
because they can untap it and then do a lot of stuff.
It's just like you have to discard, you have to do. You
Might
literally
be the
lose stuff.
strongest card against us, actually.
Yeah,
Strongest
so bad.
permanent, maybe. I guess another Crawling Barrens is probably worse, but. Or actually, maybe not. Cause
They
we
found
have-
green, by the way.
Yeah, they find green, but we have counter, right? I mean, we have so many-
No,
we
thank
can,
you.
We can just try and then draw.
I mean, we can only do one of both.
Oh. Well, now.
I
yeah.
think we
Yeah,
draw and Barons.
Yeah. We definitely don't need to scry here. We need to draw every turn.
Easy.
Wow, so much skill.
Easy.
Countermagic is an easy game.
Yeah. We could attack, have dispute.
I don't think we attack here. Let's see, how much mana are we at? I think we draw first, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a draw,
because that would be double activation on Barrens, which would be nice. Otherwise, we can do other things.
There we go.
Probably fine.
Yeah, it looks fine. It's a 6/6 Barrens next turn. Okay. Did they top deck another big spell? I just wonder.
I mean, it's actually 8/8 if we attack, and then it could be like 10/12, so we could have 2 turn.
Yeah.
But that would be pretty risky, I think, but we'll see.
Okay, it looks like a cling here.
Maybe we do need to scry for this one turn. Find one more counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 1 mana off dodging dispute.
Yeah.
Could be a problem.
2 negates are gone with 2 negates left.
I don't think we can end the game too fast. So
I think we
have to
scry.
Yeah, we want some kind of extra security, I think.
I agree.
We have 2 negates, 3 sword coming left, 1 dispute. Probably fine.
Yikes.
That's fine. Yeah, Soul Shatter's okay. I mean, it deals with red.
It deals with some stuff. Cling is also decent here.
That's actually good. You can cling their cling. Wait, do they have mana to escape it or no?
Nope. They cannot do it
then,
because...
yeah, you can cling their cling, I guess. See if we find a land or something. Yeah.
We take a Shark Typhoon.
Oh yeah.
This is now us having the card advantage again. They need land plus ultimatum, right? Land plus big spell here.
Well, even land ultimatum, we can.
That's the most annoying card, though.
No, that's actually fine, right? I mean, it's annoying, but it doesn't actually win the game on its own.
It doesn't win the game, but it's still, it does things.
Yeah, I guess we cycle the shark here, right? We need to keep drawing into good spells.
It's a 5/5, which is huge.
Yep. Probably perfect at this point. I wouldn't really ask for anything else.
Shark seems really good here. I mean,
it's a 4-turn clock on its own, so.
Yeah. And this Barrens can always go in hard.
Yeah, it'll go in hard in like 2 turns, I think.
I mean, if we attack, they go on 15, right? And then we pump this end of turn. They have to respect just that this is a possibility.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, they might have removal here, right?
Yeah, sure. But oh, if they think here, it's interesting. Now it's like Shark or Barrens, Shark or Barrens.
I think that.
Oh, okay. If it's a Heartless Act, I mean, you don't have to think.
Yeah. I mean, that's good to know. Now we know they're down to 1 card, so once we find a counter, we're... Oh, that's
the reset.
Also fine now.
We found a reset.
Yeah, so now we're not in danger from almost anything, even ult.
Let's just draw a card here.
Did we draw land?
We draw land, yeah. Oof.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice, This looks good to
Pretty
me.
interesting. I mean, this is kind of how this matchup usually goes. That's probably fine, right?
I mean, it's just... It is what it is. So
Yeah, I mean, we could Ugin.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but... Do you want to Ugin here? I don't think it's better just to pressure.
I think... I mean...
It's hard.
They're gonna take the dispute, right? Maybe. I think it depends on what we find. I don't know if we cycle the shark actually, because then it would die to Ugin minus if we do have to do it.
I mean, they have a duress now, right?
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah.
I think you cycle the shark now.
Yeah, now we probably do. We might. I think I might.
You could keep 2 up here, or 3.
I might like Scry plus. Oh, you want to cycle it now?
Yeah, I mean they duress us. We're gonna lose the shark maybe.
I don't know if we care about it though.
Sure.
You can just let him do it. I
Okay.
think it's fine. The shark is not a.
I mean, it's like it's between Ugin and shark, right? It depends on the hand, but shark can
they have
finish
to
the
take
game.
one of them, and I think they're gonna take the shark, which is fine. But actually, this turn, what I like best is actually Castle plus Cling.
Okay.
Because we need to find another counter, right?
What?
Because then we can... What did they take? Dispute?
Soul Shatter.
Wow.
That's just a wow.
That is the worst, yeah.
What? This is a removal spell in their hand here, right?
How much mana do we have? Oh yeah, we need counter. If we find a counter, we can Ugin plus double counter up. That would be perfect. So we definitely scry here for something.
I mean, you found a land.
Hmm.
No, I think
Not
you
very
have to
exciting.
land.
I don't think we can keep the land.
Yeah.
I mean, we're one counter off just winning, so go for it.
Getting rid of the rest here.
I think we have to play the Ugin just because they're gonna take it.
Oh my god, you found the counter.
Wow. Skill. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's skill.
So we need to make sure to tap both Barons and we're good, yeah. Okay, does it? Anyways.
Yeah, it does tap both Barons. It's fine.
Well, that's what I wanted. That's why I wanted to go for that play, and we got rewarded.
Yep. Yeah, double scry was important here. Double bottom was super important, yeah.
Yeah.
We would have been one card off finding this one. Disdainful Stroke.
I mean, that's
an
dispute.
easy dispute, yeah.
Easy. And they don't get the scry off the Omen. This is like perfect.
Yeah, that's so good. I mean, we have the -3 here.
Yep.
So to keep the negates.
I mean, I'm also removing the 3 scry is pretty good.
Yep, it's super good.
In this mode.
And now we're having the negate, and yeah, we'll keep this as well.
Yeah. Now we're good.
Oh, that was a tougher one. A grindy, but that's how it is. That's how it is, right?
Yeah. Usually this matchup is like close until you just turn the corner,
yeah.
Or either player turns the corner. I mean, they can turn the corner real fast, but
usually they turn the corner if you don't have the answer, right?
Yeah, it's almost unlosable once you're ahead as Dimir, just because you have so much card advantage to keep the pressure up.
Yeah. Well, a Ugin on board. You need to answer this. Yeah. Well, we did it. That was a good game. It's perfect showcase.
That was a good showcase for sure.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was definitely good. Well, let's go to the outro. Okay, we had some great games today. We played against Adjunct Pile Big Stuff, and we played against Sultai Ultimatum, which is definitely a matchup we want to showcase here. And I'm super happy with the deck. It's so fun to play. I love those type of decks, and I'm glad you joined today. Lots of fun talking with you. We definitely went a bit over time, but that's totally fine. Yeah, so let people know where they can find you and what you do, and just plug everything you have.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I stream on Twitch usually every day during the weekday. On the weekends, I stream tournaments on delay sometimes, but it really depends. But yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Krowz. And other than that, I'm also on Twitter, where I don't really tweet too much, but tweet about tournament results or new deck lists that I build. And you can find me there at Krowz MTG.
Yep. Yeah, guys, definitely check him out. If you like what I do or what I usually did, then you definitely like what Krowz is doing. He's playing really, really well on the top of the ladder usually, tuning decks, building decks, and yeah, you'll definitely enjoy it there. And I had a lot of fun with this deck. What is your final opinion on this deck? How do you see it positioned in the meta? Do you think it's tier 1?
I think that's a really difficult question because it really depends on the type of player that you are. And the deck's, I think, ranking will vastly depend on how well you can pilot it. I think this could either be like tier 4 garbage or, tier 1 gold.
Yep.
So it depends on how much, you find this deck comfortable to play and if you understand the lines. But I do think that for people who have a great understanding of how to play this deck, it can definitely be up there with the best deck. So I would definitely say that for me, I consider this tier 1.
Yeah, I also consider this tier 1 for me because it's just my style, your style, I guess, as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun and hope everyone will enjoy this video. Share the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment, just whatever you have to do, and follow Krowz and say hi to him on stream. And yeah, see you all next
Thank
time.
you so much.
Thanks for having you here.